what we're about to build tonight very well might be the worst price to performance gaming PC I have ever assembled. I'm not even kidding, man. Like this legitimately could be the very worst FPS per dollar value that we've ever had. So somebody left a comment on a YouTube short and was like, what's the cheapest AM5 gaming PC that I could build right now? Now, there's of course some caveats. We can't, like, if we introduce used parts, if we got some crazy once-in-a-lifetime deals, if we had a Micro Center, this would look a little different. But as soon as I saw that question, I actually responded. Like, I very rarely respond to comments with typing. I usually make the videos responding to comments. But I replied to him and I said, that sounds like a good video idea. I literally bought the parts that very day that I saw that comment. I thought it was a good idea. So this is using all brand new parts without any sort of deal. Something that you can repeat. Not that I recommend repeating it. But this is going to be the cheapest AM5 gaming PC that's possible in 2026. And the other caveat is, like, we could have just not had an SSD. We're going to have an SSD, you know, like things like that. It's like a realistic, super cheap AM5 gaming PC. So to start with our CPU, we have the cheapest possible AM5 CPU, which is the Ryzen 5 7400F. This is the cheapest that you can get onto the... Sorry about the messed up table. This is the cheapest AM5 CPU on the market. That CPU exists? Question mark? It does. It's 7400F, man. These sell on Newegg, actually. You don't have to buy these on AliExpress. For $148. Again, I'm not saying I would do this. I'm just doing it for science. This is the cheapest AM5 CPU that you can get right now. All right. Does the 7400F come with a cooler? No. Oh, and Athlon. Yeah, that's another disclaimer. They do make Athlon CPU. Realistic AM5 CPU. The 7400F does not come with a CPU cooler. This is how it arrives in the tray. So what's the cheapest CPU cooler that you can buy brand new? A stock Ryzen Stealth cooler. These are literally on Amazon. Brand new. For $11. This is not the cooler that came with the 7400F. There's a seller on Amazon that sells these brand new for $11. I'm actually thinking about dude, we probably have 300 of these at the office right now. I'm actually thinking about selling it. We can make some good money. But that's it, man. $11. So that'll work. For the motherboard, this is the cheapest AM5 motherboard on PC Part Picker. This is the ASRock A620 AM. Dude, I don't even know what that means, man. What is this A? I really don't even know. A620 AM X Wi-Fi. That's the cheapest. That's the cheapest that's out there right now. All right, here's where things get ugly. I know it seems ugly already. Here's where things get even uglier. Here's our RAM. Not to be confused with ZAM. This is a... Oh, I did get a 16 gig kit. Yeah, see, we could have went 8. We're not going to do that to ourselves. This is a 16 gig DDR4 kit clocked at 5600 megahertz. Dude, I didn't even write down the CL rating. That's how you know it's bad. I didn't even write it down, man. Oh, CL36. That's not terrible. 5600 megahertz. CL36. 16 gig. $210. Dude, I hate PC building and AI. That's obnoxious. $210. Did I say DDR4? My bad. DDR5. My bad. $210. Absolutely wild. Terrible. Kingston Fury. Is it RGB? We do have RGB. Okay. Here is something I actually said I was never going to do ever again. 5 years ago, I said in a video that I would only do 1 terabyte SSDs from now on. There was a point in time where it was like, do you want to spend the money from a 500 gig to a 1 terabyte SSD? It was like 5 years ago, man. And then it got to the point where it's like, okay, 1 terabyte SSDs are so cheap that like it doesn't make sense to go with a 500 gig drive. But here we are. We're back with a 480 gig Patriot P310 Gen 3 NVMe. $78. Oh my God. That is more money than 1 terabytes were. Not a precious short 2 months ago. $78 for a 480 gig SSD, dude. I wasn't kidding, man. This is like the worst price to performance build we've ever done. All right, the one good part we have. It's not going away anytime soon, man. If we're building a budget PC, this is what I'm going with. We got the Raid Max PCIe 5.1 Cobra Power, man. This one is definitely not going anywhere, man. All right. This is a tried and tested $40, 650 watt, 80 plus gold, tier C, ATX 3.1, PCIe 5.1, non-modular power supply. This is as good as it gets. This is probably the only valid part in this parts list. Actually, we'll find out on the case. This I haven't used before. Here's where another caveat is. Like, I saw some like $35 to $40 cases, no tempered glass. It looked like it was straight out of the 90s. Like, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to get the cheapest possible actual gaming desktop case. This might not be too bad. This is the DIYPC ARGB-G5. It actually comes with 4 pre-installed ARGB fans. All black. Micro ATX. We even got a little power supply cutout right there. I don't have vinyl, but it'll still look good. $50. Brand new on Newegg. It is... It's as cheap as metal gets. I don't even know if you can consider that metal. That's borderline plastic metal. But it is metal. Very, very cheap. But $50. And then finally, again, caveats. I could have bought a brand new RX 580, the 2048 SP thing. I could have bought a 3050. We're trying to keep this thing current gen. So what is the cheapest current gen graphics card that we can buy right now? That is, of course, the RTX 5050. No, dude, don't be mad at me. It's not my fault. I'm just answering the dude's question. Dude, this is not my fault, man. This is the cheapest current gen new GPU that we can buy right now. That's not worthy of current gen. That's valid. That's okay. Dude, guys, I hope we're sharing this anger towards the market, not me. This is not my fault. You should stream WoW after this. Dude, I probably think at least 3 times a day. should I stream WoW, but the same old concept comes back every single time. WoW is an incredibly boring game to watch. Even if you play WoW, WoW is such a boring stream game. So unfortunately, I don't think that's a good idea. All right, there's our 7400F. My ad just ended? Good, I was waiting for you. Yes. I was gonna time this perfectly for when the ad watchers came back. Thank you for watching the ads, by the way. Alright, we're gonna put that CPU in there like that. Close it. Lock it down. Boom, there we go. Alright, time to install some RAM, shall we? The good thing about having only 2 RAM slots is you don't have to worry about which slots you put them in. You're good to go on that one. I know exactly what I'm doing here, man. Although I really don't. I forgot to... Alright, there we go. The cheapest possible AM5 gaming PC. RAM installation. Sounds like this. I don't know how I feel about that. Hold on, let me do another one. I'll explain why I don't... Yeah, that's a weird one. Hold on, let's run that back real quick. Let's see how this one sounds. Oh, okay, okay, I got it. That one was awful. All right, we're gonna get out our totally not 500 gig SSD. Again, I hate to do it, man. Sorry for the injury. I might have to censor. Actually, I do have 2 hands. That'll work too. I hate to do it, but tough times call for desperate measures. So here we go. Rotate that over. That's now installed. And then our last thing is, of course, the stock Ryzen cooler, which we paid $11 for. What the f... How the f... Dude, I've been unboxing these things for like a decade. I have never seen the thermal paste on... What? I mean, I feel like there's still enough on there. What happened? I've never seen this before in my life. How does that even happen? I really don't think I've ever seen that. We're off to a good start. Smooth build. Nothing will go wrong. Today's build. I am gonna take the time to rotate this like I normally do. Because would I ever build or ship or even record a gaming PC with the AMD logo on the side? Absolutely not. I am not an animal. We're going to rotate that properly. We're going to put in the 5 minutes of work and make this look solid. All right? Because that's what we do. $7400F, just cool it with a desk fan? No, the 7400F actually has really bad cooling. I don't think I remember the exact details, but the downfall of the 7400F is... What is it? It's like underneath the IHS. It's not liquid... dude, I don't remember what the details were. But no, the 7400F is not good at cooling or being cooled at all. Yeah, no, we definitely... This is probably not doing it justice. I don't know if this is going to be enough. They use normal paste instead of liquid thermal paste inside the IHS. Got it. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, no, this thing can definitely get up there in temperatures. Alright, now we gotta take out these 4 screws. That way we can rotate this. Pro tip, don't try to install KDE Plasma on Zorin OS. Thank you for the heads up. I was not gonna do that, but... thank you. Are you planning on making an Intel build guide now that DDR4 is better value? Yes. Yeah, I keep saying that I'm going to. I just haven't yet. How do you not lose the screws? Because I set them right next to me. And I don't let any wild animals come steal them or knock them over. I mean, like that part of PC building is not terribly difficult, man. I know this is some super secret insider trading information here, but yeah, I just set the screws right next to me. Kind of a pro tip. Reckless Moment with the 5-month. War Hero with the tier 1. Scrosco with the Twitch Prime. Boost Power with the 17-month. Your boy Jay with the 300 biddies. Thank you. No message though. Zenjulo with the 300 biddies says, currently buying parts for my first build. Should I wait for sand to drop so I can afford some decent RAM? Zam? Or San? Or... I don't know, man. My only recommendation is to not wait. Believe it or not, oops, sorry. Believe it or not, I feel like we're still at the point where prices are only getting worse, not better. All right, I'm just... Oop. No, I'm not. We're gonna uninstall these first. UPS driver is playing with it. I actually haven't shared this story, but for Christmas, we gave the UPS driver a gaming PC. Pretty wild, actually. You know, our delivery people, they put in some good work at ZTT. Oh my god! Geekfire with the 5,000 biddies. Oh my god, no message either. Thank you very much. That's crazy. I appreciate that. But yeah, like delivery, like even like your local delivery driver or whatnot, like some people like get them gift cards or like even just like a Christmas card. Like that's kind of a normal thing. But we were debating about what to get. There's one UPS driver that comes to ZTT every single day, and he grabs several gaming PCs and has to put them on the car, lug them out to the truck and whatnot. And he's one of the only drivers that actually takes care of the PCs and doesn't treat them like basketballs, like throwing them into the back of the truck. He's actually like nice and gentle with them. So if you guys saw our build competition video, which was between Nick and Aiden at the ZTT HQ, we have both of their PCs set up, the white one and the black one. And one day when the UPS driver was here, we're like, hey man, whichever one you want, pick one, it's yours. And he was very grateful. He mentioned to us like a month earlier that he really wanted to get his son a gaming PC. But they're just like too expensive and all that valid stuff. So we hooked him up, man. He definitely deserved it. That was cool. He was super grateful for it. Why were we talking about the UPS driver though? That's what old age does to you? Dude, I figured it out. Come on, man. Dude's stocking up on the PCs. He might be, man. He might be. How many years will the 9060 XT last, do you think? The 16 gig? I mean, it should last about as long as that other GPUs do. Like, I mean, who actually knows? The 16 gig, the VRAM, I don't think 16 gigs of VRAM is going to be a problem anytime soon. I think the 9060 XT will go through that typical progression over the years of, like, right now, it's probably like the cheapest true 1440p GPU that you can get right now. I know cheaper GPUs can play in 1440p. I wouldn't consider them 1440p graphics cards though. The 16 gig 9060 XT I do consider a 1440p GPU, but over the years it'll drop down to a solid 1080p Ultra GPU, and then it'll sail off into the sunset. But I mean, I think it'll last long. I think it'll last as long as good GPU choices typically last. Hot take, Costco can have some decent builds. That's not a hot take, man. Yeah, I mean, if Costco has had some actually decent valued pre-builts lately. Yeah, a lot of people post on like the PCMR subreddit their Costco PC pre-built finds, and some of them have actually been solid. It's not like a blanket statement like, oh yeah, all Costco PCs are good. It's not like that. Oh wait, we don't have a... Do we have an external power connector with this 5090? Does this require external power or no? I don't think it does. Might be able to hide some extra cable. Oh, it does. Oh wow. Yeah, I mean all that juice. Okay. Let's bundle these up. I was just checking that. That way I know how many power supply cables we can bundle up here to try and make our cable management not as painful later. The slowest 5090? Yeah, I mean, this isn't the fastest. John with the $10 YouTube Super Chat says, Zach, I have an old gaming PC that I'm wanting to turn into a living room PC. For 60 FPS, 1440p. It has an 8700K in there. Would the 8700K bottleneck a 5070? Bad enough to cause issues. I mean, it'll bottleneck it. It depends on what game, what settings you're playing. Alright, here we go. Here's our case again. I already forget the model name. This is the ARGB, what was it, like G5? Yeah, ARGB-G5. $50. I've never used it before. I didn't read a single review. We're about to find out for ourselves. $50 on Newegg. Does come with, oh my god, 4 pre-installed ARGB fans. Obnoxiously tight screws for this rear panel. Like, unnecessarily tight. That was crazy. Micro ATX. Got the PSU cutout down there. And this is what the... Oh my god. Oh my god. I instantly regret this. Let's start building this thing, shall we? Oh my god, dude, this is so bad. Okay, we're gonna need to add some standoffs here, so let's do that first. Fiend? Storm? With the Twitch Prime sub? Kaiser? With the 4-month? Oh, we got some baby zip ties over here. I'll take that. A what the f... Oh my god, it came with a twist tie? This has to be... I don't think I've ever seen a PC case come with a twist tie. Oh my god, get that out of here. What are we doing? That is obnoxious. It comes with an extra twist tie? Don't use that. This is what the little standoffs look like. This is what connects your motherboard to your case. When you screw your motherboard into the case, you're screwing it into this little standoff hole. That's where the screw goes into. And then the other side of this is threads that go into your case. You can just hand thread this on here, but if you don't get that super tight, whenever you do screw in the screw, it's gonna unscrew this, and it's just a pain to deal with. So we need these little standoff adapters, which on one side is like for a Phillips screw. Sorry, trying to get the, there you go. A Phillips screw, and the other side just wraps around this standoff. That way I can use my Phillips screwdriver, my Phillips head screwdriver, and actually tighten that into the case. It's not 100% necessary because you can hand tighten it, and then you can use pliers or any other method of getting that tight, but you really do want to make it more than hand tight. So I don't understand why cases don't come with them. I feel like all of the cases that I regularly use do come with it, but I'm starting to discover that not as many cases as I thought come with them, so. Alright, let's install our IO shield next. Maybe. On cheap cases, this is where you got to be actually concerned that you don't cut yourself. Cheap cases use cheap, sharp... See? Use cheap, sharp metal. And if you're going to cut yourself while PC building, like, this is the spot where you're going to do it. It's also very flimsy metal, so it's hard to really push that in there. Okay, before I actually install this, I'm just going to check out which PCIe slots I got to remove, because these are the bendable kind. So I want to bend them and break them before the motherboard goes in. I'm confused. What are the wires behind the PC? That is all of the things that are basically in the case already. Most of that wire bundle are for the pre-installed ARGB fans. That's what I was complaining about. All of these fans have a power connector, a DC power connector, the little 3-pin connector, so they power up and spin. And they also have a 3-pin ARGB connector, so you can control the RGBs. So 4 times 2 is, that's 8 of those cables just for the fans. And then there's, of course, going to be all of the other normal connectors, like your HD audio, basically all of the ports for the case. They all have connectors that are going to plug into our motherboard. That way we can use them. Oh, I just realized I didn't even need those standoffs, because we have a super tiny motherboard. Wow. Well, that was kind of a waste of time. At least we got a good lesson out of it, for those of you that didn't know. But yeah, we totally did not need those at all for this motherboard. Most micro ATX motherboards, you'll need that. But since we're using the cheapest possible AM5 motherboard, we did not need it. Because this is a very narrow motherboard. Super narrow motherboard. The AI bubble has popped. Will tech finally lower in price? The AI bubble has popped. What? What are you smoking? I mean, I wish that was true, but like, why are you even saying that? I understand people say some crazy stuff, but like, I don't even understand why a single person would say that. I just got 2 free PCs. Both are on the AM3 platform. Did I screw myself? Not if they were free. I mean, I don't think you're gonna have some serious gaming potential with those AM3 PCs, but you do have yourself some project PCs, maybe a NAS, you know? Maybe like a little Linux project that you could do or something. I mean, you could, if they work, they still got some life left in them, but not for modern gaming, unfortunately. Okay, so we're just gonna start plugging in some stuff, and then dude, this is gonna be a project for cable managing. Bite your tongue, young man? Wow. You're gonna get defensive over makers? I mean, I know people like their makers, but like, I don't think it's that good. Did I rustle a feather over there, Trail Tech? My bad, man. Alright, got some HD audio action here. Plug that in. That is so the audio ports, like the headphone and the microphone, work on the case. We also got a USB 2.0 for the USB 2.0 Type A connector at the top of the case. That's why we plug that in. And then we also have these guys. This is what people like really overrate. They're not that big of a deal. The power switch, the reset switch, HDD light, etc. Oh, we do actually have a power switch because we have on the top of our case, we have a reset switch and an LED switch. Usually you only have one or the other, or one that does both, I mean. We actually have both this time. So we'll plug all those in. Hard to see, but they always plug in to the same ports on the motherboard. Once you have the layout memorized, you don't need to read your manual, but if you don't have it memorized, just read your manual. It's in there. Plug it in where it says on the specific pins and you'll be good to go. Oh, wait. Power switch, too. That's the most important one. That's what we need. There we go. So we got HDD light as well. We got all of them here. What do I do if my motherboard doesn't screw into the PC case? It's my first time. Well, I don't 100% know what you're talking about because I'm not sitting in front of it. But what I will say is that your motherboard should 100% plug in or screw in to your case. So if it's not, you are most likely doing something wrong. If that helps at all. Can't tell you what you're doing wrong, but motherboards should screw into the case. If it's not aligning properly, make sure your bracket, your I/O bracket back here is fully seated into the case. Maybe that's like blocking the motherboard from seating properly. And just, your motherboard should sit in there perfectly on top of the standoffs, so you know exactly where to screw in those screws. And it should all line up properly. Okay, that's all plugged in. And yeah, that is everything. Okay. Oh my god. So this is what the back of the case looks like when everything is plugged in. Oh my god. Where do I even start? All right, let's start these chores here. I have no actual game plan here. Other than I'm just going to start zip tying things down and we're going to see where the cable management takes us. You know, sometimes you let the cables decide. You know, a lot of people like to meticulously plan every single cable route, and that's fine. That's how you get the Instagram-worthy builds. But I'm just gonna start zip tying things down and see what happens and base my decisions off of that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna pull things as tight as I can so it looks good in the front and just add a ton of zip ties here in the back and just see where the night takes us. New ZTT HQ, people showing up with 100 questions and 0 purchases. Yeah, see, that would not be a good business model. Nice cable management, thank you. Appreciate that, man. But yeah, we're almost done. Yeah, this is almost a done deal here. Oh my god. Dude, I don't even know where I'm going with this, man. I feel like we might have to finish this one on Friday. No one said that, Zach? Guys, I do not make up comments. Scroll up. It was on Twitch. Come on, man. That would be a good thing to make up. I don't make up things, chat that I'm reading, though. Come on, man. I feel disrespected that you think that I would do something like that. Somebody legit... Oh, you probably deleted it now, yeah. I would not say that unless if somebody actually said it. I believe you, Unc. Thank you. Appreciate that. I can't think on the fly that good anyway, so don't worry. Steelers are definitely going to win the Super Bowl. Yeah, see, that one I agree with as well. You guys are on the money today. Alright. What can I do with all this? Oh my god, you guys aren't even watching me. Oh my god, wrong button. Folding under pressure here. Zip tie count estimate 15? Yeah, we'll definitely keep track tonight. I don't know what I can do with this one. Oh my god. I mean, I have a feeling the strategy is just... We're not going to worry about anything that's in the PSU basement. We're just going to let all of that hang down here, because it's going to look ugly down there anyway. And we're just going to focus on the top half. Or actually, we might just focus on closing the panel. I think that's actually going to be the focus of the night. Let's just close the panel. Oh my god. What am I doing? Oh man, I'm getting lost. Oh, I can feel myself getting lost here. Feel like I might run out of zip ties too. That could be an actual problem. Guys, I see the paragraph comments, but like there's no way I can read that, man. Holy text blocks. Dude, I'm on the same page, man. I can't read all that, man. Sorry. Okay, what do I do with this? Look, here it's actually not looking bad. That's actually pretty good cable management. I just don't know what to do with the rest of this. Okay. Oh, I should have... Actually, that doesn't look bad. Yeah, let's add another zip tie here, man. That'll work. That actually makes that part look not so terrible. What GPU is that? It's a Mini 5090. Actually, I probably want it to be like that. Yeah. Okay, we'll do that one first. Remember when bro said it was going to be an easy build? I don't think I said that, though. Crystal Ghoulish with the $300 says, I know you hate AI, but I made an AI app today. Should we read the rest of that? It's up to you guys. He did give 300 biddies. It's completely up to... Ban? No, we can't ban. He just gave 300 biddies. I would think I'm not against it, but should we read it or no? Hear me out? I don't know, man. Mr. Prof with the 400 biddies says don't read it. All right, that's the end of that. Thank you. That makes things much easier. I appreciate that. Sorry, Crystal. I really appreciate the 300 biddies, but you got outbid on that one. Sorry, man. I already read it. What would it say? I'm kind of curious now. Why not? Is that a ban? Bro wants to fight. If you guys, no, I can't say that. That's how you get into legal trouble. Never mind. Yeah, sorry, man. I just it just hurts too much. It wasn't a bad post. Chris with the 300 biddies says just say it. All right. I think that's what we can hope from the shortage, is that companies will start to optimize their games even more. I mean, unfortunately, I know it feels like the RAM shortage has been going on for so long, but unfortunately, like, this is still like just the beginning compared to how long this is most likely going to take. I have a feeling that this is just the beginning. So like, we haven't really seen game companies have to adapt in a drastic way yet. Like, if things don't improve in the next year, which, I mean, realistically, they probably won't. Yeah, I think we will start to see, like, some game developers, like, really start to emphasize their optimizations and whatnot, but I think the shortages are just so new that big developers, I mean, they're slow to react, man. There's a twist tie under there? Where? Is there really? Or is this rage bait? I don't really care if there's... I mean, I do care, but... I really care about the ones that are on the back of the motherboard. I don't see any twist ties. The zip tie count? I haven't... Okay. I haven't cut any of them yet. But let's start doing that now. I think we're done with our first round of cable managing. So let's get rid of all... Oh my god, there's so many. Let's get rid of all of this nonsense. This very well might be a record, man. This is gonna be bad. I just gotta make sure I'm not cutting any wires. This is a serious hazard with all these zip ties here. Oh my god, dude, I got a handful right now. Okay, all right, that's what we're gonna go with, man. That definitely better than where we started, dude. You know it's bad when you need zip ties in the front. Oh man, we're gonna need a zip tie over here. Actually, is there any way that I can... Yeah, I'm gonna zip tie these fans, loop it from the back to the front, and then back to the back. You loop it, you swoop it, and you pull, just like that. There we go. Now we can... I don't know if that's gonna work. I might have spoke too soon. I don't think zip tie's been that far. What is this case, man? It is the DIYPC ARGB-G5. Don't recommend. I see the Big Daddy reference. Yeah, my kid the other day asked me how to tie his shoes. I was like, that's all you gotta do, man. You loop it, you swoop it, and you pull. What's the big deal? All right. Okay, that'll at least keep that somewhat neat. I need one more over here. We gotta somehow keep these. It's because all these fans have the two cables for the power and the ARGB. Thank you for the recommendation. Yeah, for the shoe tying, that's all I would do, man. That's how I think about it every single time. You loop it, you swoop it, and you pull. Okay, this is getting bad. Okay, but I think we're done. All right, it's power supply time. Let's get this PICE, the PICE 5.1 in here. Let's do that next. We're gonna go fan down. Make sure it's intaking fresh air. We got plenty of... Oh, actually. Oh, that might look good, actually. So we have the power supply window. We haven't had one of these in a few years. So we'll be able to see this side of the power supply through the window. We could either remove this sticker completely, and then it's just all black, or we keep it, and then we make the colors of the RGB light blue. I actually think that might look good. If we make it light blue, and that'll match up with this. Keep? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Chris with the 300 biddies says, sure. Yeah, let's keep it. Typically, I would just remove that. That way it's all black. But if we make all the colors light blue, yeah, that looks good, man. That could work. Let's do that. It says Cobra Power. You gotta chuck that. What's wrong with Cobra Power, man? Dude, that sounds pretty... Sounds pretty Yeah, I guess dangerous is not the quality you're looking for in a power supply. All right, touche. My power supply looks dangerous. That's a flex. You still dailying Linux? I am. I'm on week 2 of using Zorin OS. We were talking about it earlier. I honestly just don't have much to report because it hasn't really changed anything that I do. Just a couple little things, like there's no Notion desktop app, so I use Notion in a web browser now. I very, very seldomly have to use Adobe Photoshop or Premiere, especially at home. If I do, I haven't in the last 2 weeks. But if I do, then I would just get my MacBook out and do it from my laptop, because you cannot use Adobe on Linux, unfortunately. But yeah, I mean, it's been extremely smooth so far. I've not had any issues. Need some more whiskey? I agree. I don't want to... I slightly changed up my my lifting routine. I am now lifting just 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, and then taking, that way I don't have to lift over the weekend. Just a little casual mix-up, you know? But my body is definitely not used to anymore lifting 5 days in a row. So Friday would be day 5, and I don't want to put more whiskey in my body than I need to, because I'm already hurting. I've typically, for like the last few years, been just going 2 on, 1 off. So I'll lift 2 days, off the next day. Lift 2 days, off the next day. So my body has become accustomed to getting a break every 3 days. So lifting 5 days in a row is... I'm definitely feeling it, man. Especially since I'm... like, in my young, early 20s. Right? Alright. CPU. Connector. How many people lifted today? This is another no-nonsense vote. Oh, we're in an ad, but it's okay. How many people went to the gym today? I want to see it. Does Big Papa Zach have Unk status? Not even close, man. No way. Iran not lifted. That's valid. The thing about this case, I know there's a lot wrong with this case, but there is nowhere to zip tie all along here, which is exactly where you usually zip tie this 4+4. There is one all the way down here, which I guess is our only option if this is where we want the cable to go, but that is absolutely wild that there's no zip tie slots all the way down here. That's pretty crazy. Biceps, triceps, upper back. That was your day today? That's an interesting combo. Bis, tries, and upper back. Does that mean that you do like shoulders, chest, and lower back on the other day? Mike Menser? Yeah, everyone always talks about him. I remember I finally looked him up one day because I saw a couple people in here recommending him, but I don't remember him. I don't remember what his philosophy is. This is... Okay, this is not looking as good as I was hoping. Not that I had high hopes, but... Okay. Are you going to watch the Texas F1 race in 2026? And if I go, would I be able to meet you? I mean, as of right now, Andy and I are going to that race. If we can get... If we don't have a problem getting tickets, yeah, we're actually going to go. So, yeah, if you... I mean, this is a long ways away, but that is the actual plan. I asked him a couple months ago if he wants to go, and he said yeah, so... We just gotta make sure that we get tickets. I'm pretty sure it's not super easy to get the tickets, but I haven't looked into it yet. I probably should. I don't buy most things at ZTT anymore. We got people that do that. Okay, here's what we're looking like. This is just without the GPU, so this is pretty much the extent of the cable management. Honestly, I mean, it doesn't look good, but I thought it would look worse after seeing that starting point. This is not as bad as I thought it was. I'm gonna install our 5090 now, by the way. Part of me wants to stream every day. Part of me doesn't want to stream at all. Part of me wants to stream a PC build every day, and sometimes I think that I should just hop on and play some games, or just do the Q&A, like chill streams and whatnot. It's a constant mental battle. Like when Forza Horizon 6 comes out, like I really want to play that with the community. We played Forza Horizon 3 and Forza Horizon 4, or 4 and 5. A lot when I was doing the gaming streams, and we had so much fun with that. Like, especially since I lived in Japan and I got some lore about Japan and whatnot. Like, I think that'd be really cool, but I just don't know how to incorporate more live streams into my life. Forza 6 with the community would be tough. I agree, man. That'd be really fun. Have you ever made a dual 5090 PC? What? I don't think you understand what type of PC builder I am, man. A dual 5090 PC? No. No, that's not quite my style. Nor in my budget. Okay. Alright. That is not looking terrible. I'm going to show you in just a second. But the GPU is installed. Oh, hold on. I got to do one more thing. We got to install this guy. Oh, man. Hopefully I don't have to uninstall it. Oh, no. I might have to... Oh, nope. We got it. Sometimes you have to uninstall the GPU to get that back in there. But we're good this time. How about a triple 5090? Well, yeah, those I do all the time. Yeah, no, he was asking about the dual 5090, and that's not my style, but the triple, yeah. At least one a week. Would you stream regularly after moving? I mean, I do have plans to factor in like more office streaming at the new ZTT HQ. I want to do stuff with like some of the other ZTT team members. And even some like break room shenanigans, like just like hanging out, playing ping pong or arcade games or something. I think it'd be fun to like do that for live streaming. I just don't know how we're going to incorporate that into the schedule. But that is something that I am actively thinking about, yeah. I think you should start a Minecraft server. I mean, we already did that. A couple years ago, we had Minecraft servers running and all that. All right, here we go. Boom. There is our cheapest possible AM5 gaming PC. It is built. It is complete. Let's see if it actually turns on. All right, let's turn it on. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Oh, I hit the reset button by accident. I need the RGB button. There we go. Do we have a light blue? Yep. Okay. Okay. We can't control the RGB, but we'll make them light blue. That's not bad. Perfection? I don't know about that, but that's not bad for the cheapest possible AM5 PC. Yeah, we'll go with blue. All right, there's the reboot. Coming back on. Doing the memory training. Should be good now. Ooh, almost dropped that. No red lights anymore. Yeah, there it is, man. The cheapest possible AM5 gaming PC with a $50 ARGB or a DIYPC G5 case.